Hello, Dr. Ahmed.
Hello, yes, Dr. Ohis. We have started our meeting, and in the end, students are waiting for your journey also. So let me first of all go through the slides, and I'll just, then you can just speak about your journey with us. Okay.
Okay, that's great.
Hello. You guys just see my slides.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
we can.
So, welcome you all on this journey with Next Generation USMLE, and I'm like so happy for you guys to be here, and we're gonna help you in this entire journey. So today, as you guys know, is our orientation session. So it's better to give you a proper orientation, so each and everything is clear to you guys that what's the plan which we have brought for you guys. Okay, so this session entirely is going to be your orientation session. If you guys have any question regarding the journey, regarding anything, you can just turn on your mic and just ask me. Okay, so the plane, which is 120 days marathon, basically it's a unique idea for our USMLE aspirants, and like it's been our third batch, and we have like almost 100% of the success ratio. All of our students are doing great at their USMLEs, right? So this the plan which we are going to follow for the next 120 days. I'm going to elaborate each and everything in detail. Okay, I'm going to break down the entire plan. So this is going to be a structured 120 days plan, right? So we'll be already sharing the roadmap which we'll be following through entire these 120 days. Okay. So on the daily basis, we are going to have 2 hours of live tutoring sessions. And you guys know that the first of the tutoring session, first hour is going to be conducted by Dr. Maheen. And I'll be just giving some time to Dr. Maheen to introduce herself. And she'll be mainly discussing the UWorld questions with you. Like on the first day, okay, please keep the questions. Okay, so in the end, we'll be having a question and answer session. Yes, don't worry, okay? So we'll be having 2 hours of daily live lecture. The first lecture is going to be conducted by Dr. Maheen. She will be discussing the entire UWorld questions. Like one day before, we'll be giving you the task. In the task, the UWorld question IDs are already mentioned there. You guys have to copy that, paste it onto your custom mode, just practice your questions, right? But as you guys know that this exam is entirely about your MCQs, so we felt that we must be having a session which is entirely dedicated towards how the questions, how should you get a question, how should you reach to a diagnosis and everything. So for that we have put a session with Dr. Maheen. She's expert, and once after taking session with Dr. Maheen, you guys would already know her expertise in MCQs wise study, right? Or most of you guys have already attended sessions with her, so most of the people already know about Dr. Maheen. Those who are new, so I'll be just giving her time. She'll just introduce herself. Okay. Okay. So we'll be sharing daily live, like daily schedules, and you guys have to follow that, right? So you guys only have to give us 3 to 4 hours per day. right? So one of the session is going to be carried out by Dr. Maheen, which will be like entirely of UWorld. And the second section is going to be carried out by Dr. Muaz, right? Dr. Muaz, you guys already know. I'll be just introducing him as well in our later slides. Okay, so right after completion of one system, like we'll be starting from cardiovascular, we have allotted like 12 days to cardiovascular system since it's a big system and it's a beginning, so we'll be taking things slow. Once you guys just catch the pace, we'll be giving more schedules to you guys and everything. So in the beginning, we already know that you guys are beginners. Most of the students are like older graduates. So for them, the initial system is going to be carried out by like with the lower pace. Okay. So in the end of the system, I'll be taking bootcamp session with you guys. So let me mention what bootcamp is. So bootcamp is basically revision of the entire system. Once you are done with the entire MCQs from UWorld with Dr. Maheen, you have done the entire theory session with Dr. Muaz. He'll also be telling you, he'll also be teaching you the high yield concepts, not only for step 1, but for step 2. So he's very good at integrating stuff from your step 2 and step 3, right? And you guys, those who do not know, so Dr. Muaz have taught his USMLE step 2 and 3 throughout the world. Like he have 276 on his step 2 and 260 on his step 3. So he's like the best tutor out there in the world now, what I would say. Okay, so you should just believe in us, in your mentors. You're in safe hands, and we have like a great plan for you guys, but we only need your dedication, right? That's all. So after this bootcamp session, we'll be having an assessment, right? So once we are done with the bootcamp session is going to be 5 to 6 hours long, and I by myself will be just sharing some through the slide view. I'll be discussing the entire system with you guys again. So in this way, we are going to cover each and every system 4 to 5 times. Like one time you guys have to do by your own. Second, Dr. Muaz and Dr. Maheen is going to do with you in a form of UWorld discussion and in the form of theory sessions with Dr. Muaz. Thirdly, we are going to have daily revision session in your Discord server, right? So we'll be sharing the link of Discord server. You guys have to join that. In the Discord server, I'll be also there daily, okay? So it's going to be your third revision, fourth revision is going to be your boot camp, and the fifth revision is going to be in a form of assessment, right? So each and every stuff of your high yield resources, that is first aid, Pathoma, UWorld, each and everything is going to be done like 4 to 5 times. Is that clear?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So right after we are done with one system, we are going to have one catch-up day. So those who have missed some tasks, you guys can just catch up on on your catch-up day, right? So Sunday is going to be your catch-up day, and this time you will be having very less catch-up day. Just be prepared for that. You should be mentally prepared for that. Just follow the task on daily basis. Just give 3 to 4 hours, and that's all. We need 3 to 4 hours from you on daily basis, and that's everything, right? And we guarantee your success. It's guaranteed. Your success is guaranteed. That's from my side, okay? So we have, as I mentioned, dedicated Discord server. So once you have took class with Dr. Maheen and Dr. Muaz, so we'll be having half an hour of break. Right after half an hour, all of the students should appear in the Discord server, right? So in the Discord server, whatever MCQs are left, we are going to do that. The students are going to do like a revision by their own as well, and I'll be also helping them with, right? So you can and right after this session, we are going to divide all of the students based on their time zones, right? So we are going to make subgroups, and within the Discord, if you can just make study partners, because that's very important as well in this journey. As this it's a long journey, so it's like student feel then out in the end. So for that reasons, we also think that finding good study partners for yourself is also important. So this Discord server is mainly for your own discussion, but I'll be also there after the classes, right? And like in the remaining day, if you want to do some extra revisions, some extra things, so you can just go to your Discord server. Another thing which I want to mention here is that the minors, like, will be starting from the microbiology, from Sketchy. We are going to do that in parallel, right? So in tomorrow task, you would not only find cardiovascular tasks, but you will be having 2 to 3 videos from your Sketchy as well. So you guys have to watch them, okay? If you guys couldn't watch them, so Dr. Muskan is here. She'll also be having live session of Sketchy with you guys, right? So again, you guys don't have to watch videos. You are not here to watch videos. Just follow our plan. Dr. Muskan is going to be there. She'll be discussing the entire sketchy with you guys, the entire sketchy pictures and revising them again and again. So you guys know that the microbiology is, like quite an extensive, I would say, subject, and it's like quite volatile. So for that, the best resource which you guys should be using is like Sketchy or Pixarize, right? Pixarize is also good. Okay, so this was all about the plane. So we have Dr. Maheen who will be carrying the UWorld session with you guys. Dr. Maheen, are you here? Hello? Hello, Dr. Maheen. Okay, just give me a second. Let me just contact Dr. Maheen. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, so Dr. Maheen is here. So she's going to be your UWorld tutor, as I already mentioned. So Dr. Maheen, can you just please give them your introduction and how is the plan going to work with our students and everything?
Yeah, sure. Hi, guys. So, my name is Mahin Hashmi, and I graduated from Dow University of Health Sciences last year. I also gave all of my USMLEs within a single academic year. So, I gave my USMLE step one, step two, and then my final year medical school exams, and then my step three. Interestingly, I also topped in my internship merit list, which is basically the house job list for those of you who are from Pakistan. And so yeah, that was, I graduated with a 3.8 CGPA. So doing all of it together was really hard, but one thing that stuck with me is that I really want to do it, so I can do it. And trust me, USMLE is not that hard. um, it is, I think, one of the easiest exams to tackle only if you have the right information and the right guidance. And we're here for that. NextGen USMLE has had an outstanding record in, teaching students, mentoring students in, step one, step two. And along with Dr. Ahmad, the Dr. Hamza, and there are a lot of other tutors as well, such as Dr. Muaz, Dr. Taha, who will be with us. And our one motto will be to not only help you succeed USMLEs but also help you get matched. So I applied for the match 2025. I then did US clinical relations at University of Oklahoma, Kentucky. Then I did at Texas Health Resources. One I did was at Baylor Scott and White. I was also, a part of randomized control trials or RCTs at Texas Institute of Cardiology. We did phase three clinical trials. Two of our drugs are now FDA approved, and that was in collaboration with Mayo Clinic, which is the number one leading hospitals of the entire world. I am currently matched in internal medicine at University of Alabama at Birmingham, Montgomery. So, doing all of that within a single year has been challenging, but rest assured that we're here for you. We're gonna get you through that, and it's really not that difficult. If you just put your heart and soul into it, and kind of just believe in that you can do it, then you can do it. So that was a little bit about introduction about me. What we are going to do is that I think Dr. Ahmad has already explained that you guys have and we will be covering topic to topic. So for example, if you're first going to do cardiology, then neurology. So Dr. Ahmed is going to give you the timeline for that. What I will be doing is the U World sessions, and I feel that U World sessions are really important because your exam will be the exactly like the U World. All right, so do not overcloud your resources. We will be only using first aid, U World, and Patoma for step one. And they are the three high yield resources. Aside of that, we don't use any other resources. We will not suggest you to use any copyrighted materials such as IMDb. A lot of students go through that pathway as well, but again, it's copyrighted, it is illegal, and we will not endorse you to buy any other QBank site, the UWorld. The reason that I'm saying is that the UWorld is the official Q Bank, and it's in partnership with NBME, National Board of Medical Examiners, which is going to make your exam. USMLE Step 1, Step 2, and 3 are built by the NBME. And they update a lot of questions in the Q Bank. They remove a lot of questions as well. Some of the information is really, outdated, so they remove that. So that is why UWorld is an ever evolving Q Bank. It gets updated almost daily. So we will try to do that. I will teach you how pick up the important points, 20 time questions, and just focus, and you will be able to solve one question within less than a minute. And that's how your speed should be in your exam, because USMLE Step 1 is a 7 hour long exam, along with plus 1 hour, so that would be an 8 hour long exam. And people get really tired during the entire exam. They get frustrated because, again, it's a long exam. If you have 40 questions in every block, then it gets draining. So I will teach you how to do all of that, how to pick the important information, what to memorize, what not to memorize, what's high yield, what's not. So I think that was a little bit of introduction about me. And yeah, yes, Dr. Ahmed.
Thank you so much, Dr. Maheen. If you guys have any questions, so we'll be having a Q&A session in the end. So now let's introduce our next tutor, Dr. Moaz. So Dr. Moaz, are you here?
Hello, everyone. Yes, Dr. Ahmed, I'm here.
Okay, so Dr. Moaz is also here. Can you just please introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. My name is Moaz. I'm a graduate of King Edward Medical University. Uh, uh, I'm just matched into Rochester General Hospital this year, and I'm an upcoming PGY resident there. It's starting from 19th June there. I'll be a tutor for step two, for step one. So I did my step one in third year of my med school, and then I did my step two in fourth year, and after that I did my step three just after my graduation. So apart from that, I'm really involved in researches as well. Um, I've done a couple of researches, almost 10 to 11 researches, and some are still in being, some are still being published as well. So I had 276 in step two, and I had the highest in step three all over the world, and that was 260. And I believe that I had a very good score in step three, because step three covers a lot of things that come from step one. So I had a very, very strong basis of step one, and that thing helped me in step two and step three as well. So I will be here with the whole team, with Dr. Maheen and Dr. Ahmed, and I would be helping you go through this journey, and I'll try to make some, not some, but all of you get even more marks than me in step one, two, and three, and just shatter all the records.
Inshallah. Okay. So yes, Dr. Moaz, can you just tell our students, like, I want them to be motivated. I want them to stay till the end of program, because they should know that they're in safe hands if they want to. Like, it's not only about step one, right? So we are just planning to get you prepared for the next match cycle, right? So once we are done with step one, you guys are going to be given like 2 weeks of break. You guys can just give your step one. Right after that, you will be recruited in our step two marathon program, right? And step two marathon program is again going to be like 130 to 140 days. It would be like it would just take more time. But those who have strong basics, as Dr. Moaz just mentioned, so they can even take less time in their step two, even step three. So yes, Dr. Moaz, can you just please tell our students that why should they be here till the end, and how is that going to help them?
Okay, guys. So one thing that a lot of students don't understand, especially when they are starting step one, and this is a very important thing, is that steps are very different from your final professional examinations. And why is that? If you just look at the name of the examinations, they are step one, step two, step three. So they are steps. So in order to go to the step two, you should have a strong basis of step one. And in order to go to step three, you should have a strong basis of step one and step two combined. And after that, if you want to match, you have to do good observerships. You have to good you got to have a good ERA CV as well. You got to have a good personal statement. You got to have a good amount of publications. You got to have a good amount of interview skills as well. So all of these things are interconnected with each other, right? So if you stay with us, we are not here to prepare just we're not here to prepare you for just step one, because if you go out there, you will see there will be a lot of people who will be saying to you that we are preparing you for step one. We are preparing you for this whole journey. This whole journey is very big, and believe me, if you have the right mentorship, if you have the right guidance from the start, you will see a very big difference in everything that you will do from now on onwards, right? So to put it in a simple way, uh, when I was doing my step 2 and my step 3, I wished that I knew those things back in step 1, so I could edit or change those things from my past and get even better. So but if you have someone who is there with you, like Dr. Ahmad, Dr. Maheen, and myself, then you would get the guest guidance possible. And when you would get that guest guidance and stepwise training for your whole journey, it would help you a lot, right? So we would integrate your concepts in such a way that when you just learn one thing, when we teach you one thing, we will not just be teaching you one thing, we'll teaching you the question solving methodology. So remember, anyone can memorize the first aid, right? It's not hard to memorize first aid, it's not hard to memorize pathoma, it's not hard to memorize Kaplan. There are thousands and thousands of lectures and thousands of resources out there. If you just google the amount of resources, they would be well over 5,000 for step 1 and step 2 and then for step 3 and so on. But your goal is not to memorize all of those things. Your goal as a doctor is to integrate all of those things, and that is what the USMLEs want you to do. They want you to integrate all of those things, and I and our whole team is here to help you integrate those things. So when you take the whole session, when you go with us till the end, you will not only learn how to integrate those things, you will not only learn the concepts, we will learn how to solve the questions as well. Because in the end, if there are 240 questions in the exams, maybe there would be 150 or 140 questions that will come from the things you know, but there will always be questions that will come from the things that you don't know, and you cannot know every single thing. It's not humanly possible to understand and learn every single thing as a doctor. So you have to have good amount of understanding that uh, how to solve or how to approach those things which you haven't studied or which you don't have a good concept of. But this is a thing that you get with time, that you develop with time and with good mentorship. I myself had very excellent mentorship. I was a student of King Edward. I had a lot of seniors who guided me, but unfortunately, that culture is just so gone right now. So you won't find good seniors, you won't find good people who will guide you. But the best thing that I like about Dr. Ahmed's team, that I like about NextGen USMLE is that and he founded such a platform that where students got benefited a lot from his platform. So that is why I joined his platform. So believe me, my residency hours would be like 14 to 15 hours per day, but still I got committed with Dr. Ahmed because I wanted to help my juniors, I wanted to help other people get good marks and good scores in steps and get to the US as well. I am a supporter of IMG community. I myself was an IMG. I faced a lot of challenges in this journey, and believe me, I do not want anybody else in my life to experience those challenges. I do not want anyone that is close to me or anyone who I am tutoring to face those challenges. So I will be here for you. I will be giving you every single guidance, every single thing that I have learned throughout my journey, and maybe that I will learn in the future as well to you. If you would have any questions, I would be there 24/7 for you to answer that question. So it's not just a tutoring session, it's a mentorship session, it's a partnership session. We would be forming long term connections, long term benefits that will go over whole of your lives, right? Because in this journey you would need those things, you would need a constant support. When you are studying for a thing for 2 or 3 months, it's very hard to be consistent. It's if you are studying alone, It's very hard to be consistent and steady every single day. There would be days when you would be burnt out, you won't want to do anything. But in those days, we would be here to motivate you, to guide you, and to get you up and to say that you have to do this, you have to work. We would have assignments for you, would have questions for you, we would have topics for you, we would have jewel sessions for you, and all of those things will help you get you through the journey. Remember guys, it's not a 100-meter sprint or a 200-meter sprint or a 1 kilometer or 3 kilometer sprint. It's a marathon, it's an ultra marathon that is very long in journey, and you have to stay consistent. And remember, whenever people are taking marathons, there would be many group of people that are going on with one another, and they are their support group. So you are your so all of you as a group are supports of each others, and we are here as well to support you as well. Thank you.
Um, I agree with Dr. Moaz on the teach back method, and I think that is what we teach our students as well. That no matter how much you memorize first aid, if there is no true integration, that is, you're not learning and understanding the concepts of it, then it's really hard for you to retain that in long term. So that's something really important. A lot of students come up to me and they say that we've forgotten first aid or we've forgotten pathoma. That's exactly the case. Even if you ask Dr. Moaz and Dr. and me, any one line from first aid, I'm sure we will not be able to recall, because it's such a lengthy book, and it's such a lengthy book with so many pages that sometimes we forget a lot of things as well. We are humans, and that's fine. And that is why we have to integrate all of that information, so that the more questions we're going to solve, the more cases that we're going to solve, the more us to understand the basics of each and every dynamic. So that's really important. Consistency is really important. A lot of students go like, oh, we need to succeed in one day. You cannot succeed in one day. You need a rhythm for that. You need consistency for that. So I have this very famous quote that I say, and it goes like, without commitment we can never start, but without consistency we can never finish. So that's something really important, that no matter how much committed you are to one thing, you need to be consistent. It's about the work discipline. You need to be up every day and go like, I need to do this. So the more input you are going to show us in our rapid fire questions, after every UWorld session I do a rapid fire round, so that I try to help children memorize each and everything, whatever they've learned through the UWorld session. So the more you're going to do that, the more you're going to be, actively participating in our classes, the more you're going to take away from the session. And that's something that's really important. Aside of that, best of luck, guys. And we're here for you. Don't worry. Again, like Dr. Moaz said, that Dr. Ahmed is here. Dr. Moaz is here. I am here. I've seen Dr. Ahmed firsthand, teaching his students passionately, and he takes long sessions that even I and Dr. Moaz cannot match up to his level. The amount of hard work that he puts into teaching his students for their betterment is something really exciting. And yeah, so we're all here for you. If you ever want to reach out, Dr. Hamza is also here, and you can kind of text him and ask him. I understand that there will be days when you will be feeling low, and you will go like, I don't want to do USMLE. It's so confusing, I don't understand this. But that's okay, we're here to learn. We're all here to grow, and if you don't make mistakes, then you're never going to grow. So it's okay, we don't expect the best out of you, but we want something out of you. All right. And so that we can kind of work onto it. We're here to teach you. We're here to so that you can go and get matched like us as international medical graduates. Like Dr. Moaz said, it's really hard coming from underdeveloped countries to United States of America, and then doing all of the things on yourself without having zero guidance. So that is why that's what attracted me about Dr. Ahmed's platform, NextGen USMLE, that he built, because he had this principle that I want to make every student succeed, and that is something that I resonate with. So yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Maheen and Dr. Moaz, for having such good words and so motivational words for our students. So I think after your words, so they will definitely put in the hard work and consistency, right? And that's what I need from you guys. Okay, thank you so much. So let's just discuss a little bit more about our schedule and our program, that is the phases of preparation. So these 120 days are going to be divided into two phases, phase 1 and phase 2. So phase 1 is going to be for the first 95, from first day to 95 days. And in this mainly we are going to cover the organ systems, right? And as we mentioned, how are we going to cover the organ system? You guys already know that. Then we are going to take assessments. But the second phase of preparation is going to be more exciting for you guys, because in the second phase of preparation, we are going to do the minors, like we'll be starting from psychiatry with Dr. Maheen, biostates with Dr. Moaz, like all of our team, right? So we'll be doing the side subjects, psychiatry, ethics. Nowadays, ethics questions are like, you are going to get a lot of questions on your blog. So that's why that's really important for you guys to know about the ethics and everything, right? But in the second phase of preparation, we'll be taking an NBME, right, on every Sunday. So each week we are going to take NBME, and the NBME is going to be like in a real exam environment. It's not like you are going to give NBME and send us the score. No, it's completely different, because we are preparing you for your step 1. So it's not only about retaining information, but you must also have best strategies for your exam taking day as well, right? So what we have planned for NBME exam is that we are going to make group those who are taking NBMEs, and all of you must be taking the NBMEs, right? So you guys are going to turn on your camera, and just like a real exam, you're going to have an orientation session for you guys, how to use the software, how to do everything, right? Like you guys would know that in the second phase. And after that, Dr. Maheen, Dr. Moaz, and me will be just giving you best strategies possible to do your MCQs, right? It's not only about your, like, consuming content from UWorld and doing things from your first and Pathoma, but in the end, you need some more guidance as well on exam taking strategies, right? You need that. So that will be discussed in our second phase of preparation before we are taking an NBME. So in order to eradicate your exam anxiety, like most of the students are facing this problem that they get anxious in their exam. So for that, we'll just create a stressful situation for you guys. You guys have to take this exam in a stressful situation. You guys are going to turn on your cameras, sit in front of your camera, and start your exam at the same time. We'll be just telling you, we'll be creating an environment that would be similar to your exam day. So once you're done with 3 to 4 NBMEs in that environment, it would just eradicate your exam anxiety. That's also an important factor, which I have think is really important, okay? So the resources which we'll be using is first aid, UWorld, and Pathoma, and NextGen USMLE assessment. These assessments are made by our team, by Dr. Moaz, Dr. Maheen, and me as well. So these assessments are going to be like very similar to your real exam, right? You know that nowadays the exams are coming in such a way that they aren't even matching the MCQs from your NBMEs as well. So for that, we just put in a lot of efforts. We just make a certain assessments right after every system, so that it can help you on your real exam, right? So you must attempt those assessments. And another thing which I want to mention, we'll be taking daily attendance in the classes, right? So it's not that you guys have joined the program, and if you aren't joining the classes, that isn't acceptable. Right after the class, I'll be sharing the updates of attendance. Those who aren't attending the live session, we have recorded sessions for them. Okay, so in the 3 consecutive sessions, if I do not see anyone joining the session, they should be giving us an explanation for that. Okay, so attendance is like mandatory. You guys must be attending the session. If you guys have any other commitment, you guys can see the recordings. But in the recording, I'll be seeing the views, right? How much views do we have? And like I have made an entire system for that. I would know that whoever isn't taking the classes, I'm going to approach you and I'm going to ask you what's happening. You guys are answerable to me, okay? That's simple. Keep that in mind. Okay, so Pathoma, like certain topics of pathology are going to be done from Pathoma, not from first aid, because these schedules are not, like they're basically a cocktail of resources, the schedule which we share, right? It's a mixed cocktail. So whatever resource is best for a topic, for a system, we are going to refer to that resource, right? Although each and everything is going to be done in the class, right? But for if someone is facing any difficulty for your revision purposes, you guys can just read to the first aid, just go through the UWorld. Although Dr. Maheen, me, Dr. Moaz is going to they are going to cover each and every word of your first aid, each and every concept of the first aid, each and every concept of your Pathoma. You only need to just skim through these resources. Okay, so This is the schedule which we'll be following. Dr. Maheen class is going to be started at 11 a.m. EST, even like we have planned to just start it before, like 1 hour before, because most of the students are from India, from Pakistan, and it's very difficult for them, like once we're just taking this session, so it gets very late in their countries, right, or in their respective areas. So for that, the classes schedule can, they can like, or like either we can just delay it for 1 hour, or either we can just move it 1 hour before, right? So keep that in mind as well. So we'll be having these tutoring session, you were, as I already mentioned, with Dr. Maheen, and right after that, we'll be having half like of Dr. Muaz session, and after Dr. Muaz session, we'll be having half an hour or 1 hour of break. You guys can just, do some chill, and after that, you'll be added into our Discord server. I'll be present there. You guys are going to do your revisions and everything. Okay, so these are the daily tasks which basically we are going to share. So this is one of the tasks from our GIT. So you guys can see all of these topics are going to be done from with Dr. Muaz and me and Dr. Maheen as well. After that, we'll be sharing this task. So if you guys want to review UWorld by yourself, each and everyone must be having their own UWorld subscription. So what you are going to do is just copy these question IDs, just go to the custom mode of your UWorld, paste these question IDs there, and you are going to have block of MCQs. So we have put in a lot of efforts. All of these question IDs, like UWorld itself is like very disorganized, right? So if you want to do questions from, let's suppose, related to acid-base suppression therapy, so it's very difficult to find those questions. So all of our team have put a lot of efforts in order to extract each and every question ID related to these topics. So the question IDs are going to be exactly same as the topics which we are covering in our daily class. So that problem is also being solved by our team. So you guys don't have to be worried, right? Just copy these question IDs, paste it on your UWorld, the custom mode, go to your custom mode, paste it on UWorld, create a test and practice that. Okay, so that's all. Okay, so the assessment, as we discussed, after each system, we're going to have an assessment. But another thing which I missed, right? After completion of 3 of your system, we are going to have a grand assessment, right? So for the grand assessment, we are going to have 2 days of, you guys can say catch-up day. You guys can do revision of the 3 systems. Like for example, first of all, we are going to cover cardiovascular. Along with that, the second one is going to be endo, third one is going to be renal. Once we are done with all of these 3 systems, along with, weekly assessment after completion, we'll be having a grand assessment. So grand assessment is going to include your assessment from all of these 3 systems, because we believe that if you are just, revising things again and again, so it would just leave an imprint on your mind and you'll be quite confident on your exam day. Okay, so NBME exam is going to be taken at the end of phase 1, as we mentioned in phase 2. So these are some of the results from our students who just took their normal assessment. So we are going to take assessment on our software. That's a sophisticated software, really great software for you guys. So we'll be sharing a link of that. You guys have to get into the exam, and once you are into the exam, so you'll be having like a lot of like the questions are not only be in a form of a random, sentences. So we'll be having questions which involve like diagnosing a disease through, let's suppose, certain imaging, X-ray imaging. So all of the images are present there within our software, right? So you'll be having a real exam kind of MCQs, real exam MCQs. Okay, so and all of the results, we just keep track of that. You guys can see here, right? So these are the results of our students who just took their normal assessment. So these are the Discord servers you guys can see. So in the Discord server, you have different study rooms, the UWorld daily discussion, the camera on, even like we have all of the recordings which we'll be sharing on our YouTube as well, but on our Discord server as well. So here you guys can see we have different rooms for the, based on the time zones, like those who are having certain contradiction with their time zones. So we have Pacific time zone, Eastern time zone, GMT time zone, Asian time zone. You guys can just go there. You guys can just start discussion, share your screen. All of the students should be there and they can just discuss or they can just revise things, right? I'll be also there after the class. Okay, so this is the entire roadmap which you are going to follow. Is that you guys can see we'll be starting from cardiovascular, embryology, anatomy, physio 3 days, pathology 4 days, and 2 days for pharmacology. After that, we'll be starting our endocrine, that is 2 days physiology, pathology 3 days, pharmacology 1 day. So each and every day of this program is pre-planned, right? So we are here, we'll be just following a strict plan. You should just keep that in mind. We do not afford even like you can't even afford a single day to be wasted, because if you just waste a single day, it's going to disrupt our entire plane, right? Still, we have keep a room for you guys. That is the catch-up day. If you just miss anything, just do it on your catch-up days. But we need you guys to be there, following each and everything which our team shares, each and every strategy which we are discussing here. So it's going to give you like 100% success. That's our guarantee, right? So you guys can see for the GIT, for the repro, and for the psychiatry, from the psychiatry starts our second phase of preparation. You guys can see the topics which are already being mentioned there, like for the entire days, each and every day is planned. It's not a random kind of day, right? Each and every day is planned. What we are going to do, you guys already know that. You guys can just, I'll just send this roadmap to you in the group, and you guys can just analyze that, okay? So each and every day, like each and every minute, by the way, is planned, right? So we are going to follow a proper plan. So that was all about our presentation or orientation session. But before ending this orientation session, we have our student, Dr. Ohis Muhammad. So he is going to be telling us the journey with me, and he's going to introduce himself first. Yes, Dr. Ohis. Are you here? Hello? Hello,
Hello?
Dr. Yes.
Yeah,
Dr.
thank you
Ohis,
so much.
can you please,
Yeah, thank
first
you.
of all, introduce yourself, and can you just please tell our students how did I help you, and where are you currently?
Yeah, oh, thank you so much for the opportunity. Dr. Ahmed, to discuss with the students, to talk about the your impact in my journey. First of all, my name is Ohis Mohamed Ohioma. I'm from Nigeria in West Africa. I graduated from University of Benin Medical School in 2021. I did my internship where I was the best intern for that year in internal medicine and in surgery. And I also started my USMLE journey, I think a bit late because I come from a very resource limited setting. But the most important thing I want you guys to understand that is that this journey is actually very, very much doable. It is something that anyone can do if you put in the right mentality, the right attitude, and most importantly, you have the right guidance. When I started my journey initially, I was a bit confused about the resources to use, what to do, and I didn't have that right guidance initially until I met with Dr. Ahmed, who was very, very instrumental. I joined the Next Generation USMLE, and I followed all the necessary tutoring that he gave. And my particular journey was particularly very tedious because I had to work at the same time. I had to join all the classes, meet up with all the deadlines, write all the assessments, use all the resources. And today I was really happy. I'm really happy that I actually made all the sacrifices. I passed my step one in 2023, and then I started my step two journey. It was a bit tedious as well because I had to work. And Dr. Ahmed, I remembered I was always having these moments where I'll be telling Dr. Ahmed that like I'm kind of scared, like I don't know whether I did well in this MBME, and he was really encouraging. He was really encouraging to me, especially during the late night, because of course there was this time variation, West Africa, India time variation. So I used to chat him up a lot and tell him like, oh, Dr. Ahmed, I'm a bit scared, I'm a bit weak in these areas, and his advice were really, really helpful. After I wrote my step two in 2024, I started preparing for the March cycle. You need to understand that this journey takes a lot from you, and it's a price you have to pay if you want success. You have to be consistent, you have to be dedicated, you have to be willing to ask questions. There are great tutors here, Dr. Moaz, willing to guide you through all these difficult concepts or difficult moments. Dr. Ahmed was always there. I used to remember I used to call him almost every time, and he was always there to pick up my call. The Next Generation USMLE team were always there for me, and I'm really glad that I discovered them at the time I did. Another important aspect apart from the exam is preparing for matching, getting your CV ready, getting your personal statements. Dr. Ahmed was very instrumental in these areas. I could remember that I sent my CV to him like so many times, and he corrected it and he sent it back. Okay, use this, use that, and this is what you're supposed to put. This is what you're not supposed to put. He went through my personal statement. In fact, it was a very difficult time for me, but I'm glad that I met him. I'm glad that the team was there for me. They guided me all through, and it was very very a very very easy process with their help. Get it and you're serious to what you want to do. And I matched this year, that's 2025, in a program in Chicago, Rosalind Franklin University, internal medicine. I'll be resuming in July. And even up to now, I still keep in touch with them. They still give me helpful tips because resilience is a different ball game on its own. And you need that continuous learning. And that's one particular thing that drew me into the next generation USMLE. They have created a platform where IMGs come here, they learn, and it's progressive, it's continuous. So what you learn from step one helps you for step two. You're literally with the same teachers who are taking you from step one, step two, even to step three, the matching process, the interview process, and even residency process. So it's like you have people who are holding your hands and telling you that, okay, this is the best way to do it. And that's what you really need in this journey. You really need people who actually know what they're doing. I always believe that direction is much more better than speed. And meeting people in this platform has given me that direction. And I'm really glad I matched with the help of Next Generation USML. And I believe that almost a large percentage of people here today, if they take that right step, next year they can also be in my shoes and be happy that they matched as well. And I wish you guys good luck. My journey is one that I feel would inspire you guys. Because of time, I can't really go into details, but what I just want you guys to know is to keep pushing, to keep fighting, to keep going on, to never give up. Because I actually matched with a post-match interview. So I had 6 interviews during the match season, and I had one after the match season. So Dr. Ahmed was very instrumental in that. And in fact, that's what we're talking about: having mentors that are willing to go in all for you, to give you those recommendations, get you get great LORs, link you up with people who are going to help you. And I'm really glad I met Dr. Ahmed, and I'm sure you guys will benefit from this program.
Yes, thank you so much, Dr. Ohis. So he was like one of the students from my beginning journey of tutoring. So I just, he was like a really intelligent person whom I have seen. Like he just passed his USMLE. He was going through a lot of struggles, right? And since you guys are already, here, and as I mentioned, it's not only about step one, it's not only about step two, not only about step three, but med cycle is an entirely different thing, right? So we are here, we'll be helping you, and everything is going to be quite easy for you guys. So Dr. Ohis Muhammad is also going to be here for you. If you guys have any question, anything, and like IMGs for connecting it with, like if you want connections, anything, till the end. Like our main goal here is not about step one. Just keep that in mind. We are going to prepare you for the next med cycle, and inshallah, in the next session, you guys are going to be our students here talking to other students like Dr. Ois today shared his journey with us. Dr. Mahin just shared the journey with NextGen USMLE tutoring students. So you guys are going to be our representative soon. Okay, so that's all about today's orientation session. If you guys have any queries, any questions, you guys can turn on your mic. You guys can just ask. Thank you so much, Dr. Ohis.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome, Dr. Ahmed. Thank you so much too for this opportunity. I really appreciate it as well. What you have been doing, helping IMGs, get into the match cycle. The US residency match is very, very competitive, and the fact you have been able to do this over the years is really commendable.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, Dr. Aisha, do you have any question?
First of all, hi. Thank you so much, Doctor, for this amazing organization, and I'm really excited to study with the plan that you have made consistently, hopefully. Doctor, I just had one question that is regarding the U World. Unfortunately, I don't have the subscription, and I am currently like a third year medical student. So, like in my college, we are using the offline PDF so that we
Mhm.
can subscribe when we want to give the exam. So can you guide me how I can work with that? I have the
Okay.
PDF of all the UWorld question system wise.
Okay, that's a good question. Let me answer your question. Okay. So you know that UWorld isn't about the content. You can get content anywhere, right? And you will have like, as we mentioned, that you will already have, partnership with NBN. So whatever copyright resources, like it's against their policy to use certain kind of resources. Like it's not all about content, right? The question IDs which we share are from official UWorld. You guys must be having your official subscription, right? So the thing is that it's an application which is going to tell your weak sides, your strong side, your strength. When are you going to be prepared for your, like, for example, if you are just telling me that, Dr. Ahmed, I want to give my exam. So my first question would be, how much percentage of your world have you did? So would you be able to answer me that using these offline resources?
Not really, doctor.
Yes, that's the thing. That's the thing, right?
Mm.
So
Yes,
everything
yes.
is going to be like, and we're in third year of medical school. Dr. Maheen, Dr. Me as well, and Dr. Muaz, they have passed their exam in third year of their medical school. So it's your best time. You are a newbie, right? So you
Yes,
should be
doctor.
having your subscription. If you are not having your, if you're just using offline PDFs, you in the end of the journey, you won't know whether you are prepared for your exam. You would be a kind of vague. What should I do?
Yes, doctor.
Right?
Yes,
Yes.
doctor.
Any other
Yes,
questions?
yes.
So
Yes.
I will
Thank
like
you,
to
doctor.
add one more thing regarding Aisha's question, Dr. Ahmed. We are also offering them a UWorld discount, right? And so if like 10 to 20 people get enrolled and they want to buy a particular month subscription or a triplet of subscription, then we do offer a discount as well. Dr. Ahmed, can you talk about it
Yeah,
a little
sure.
bit?
So basically, we have collaborated with official UWorld, right? So official UWorld have just notified us that whoever students are buying UWorld through our platform, so they are not only going to give us a discount code, but they are going to offer us a UWorld library, right? So those who are from US, they would be aware of UWorld library. What is UWorld library? So in the UWorld library, we can just take classes. There are like, for example, if a group of 20 students just purchase UWorld through our platform, right? As we have already registered through like to the we have like collaborated with official UWorld. So they are going to give us access of library. In that library, I would be personally looking for your blog scores. We can just take classes there. Your UWorld itself is going to share their slides. They are going to share the extra features, the Ankis and everything. So it's a like entire kind of virtual university kind of thing. And besides that, we'll also be talking to UWorld if they offer the discount code. Now they have just told us if they are buying in a bulk, so we'll just talk to them, or hopefully they'll just give us a discount code. Yes, anyone else? Yes, Dr. P. Beautiful. Can you just please turn on your mic if you have any queries, Dr. Fatma?
Yes.
Hi, doctor.
Good afternoon, doctor.
Yeah, so, yeah. So about the subscriptions, the thing is, I have taken Amber subscription.
Mhm.
So I'm kind of actually using it. So is it like, how am I gonna manage it with this? Because it felt a little more affordable for me right now. Even
Mhm.
so, that's the reason I took Ambos along with the class, like enrolling for your classes. So I wanted to know how I'm gonna manage it with the
Um,
question IDs that
like,
you'll be giving.
if you're doing amboss, so I don't think so. You would just be like more, if you just compare yourself with the students who is using UWorld, so there will be a great difference, right? Because emboss, you can use the emboss library, which is free, right? You can use
No,
that.
no, no. I
But
have the question bank, like
but the question bank,
question.
we do not encourage our student to use emboss. The primary tool which we are going to follow is UWorld, right? Okay, those students who are saying that we cannot afford UWorld and such things, we already have classes, UWorld discussion classes, right? Like you can cover the content. You can cover the content with Dr. Mahin. Right after that, we'll be having a session in the Discord for UWorld. You can cover the content. But still, if you are serious about your exam, if you want to give your exam, right, you must be having your subscription.
Okay, doctor.
Hello? Yes. Anyone else?
Yes, good afternoon, doctor. The
Yes.
question I had is, would it be possible to receive, I know you mentioned daily tasks and we usually receive it the day prior. But I was wondering if it's possible to receive our daily task on a weekly basis. So for those of us that are able to do a little bit more, then maybe we can review other topics in advance once we finish with the
Okay.
task that we were supposed to do
Okay,
for the day.
that's a good question, right? So those who want to just study with accelerated phase. So since it's a 120 days marathon, it's a fully accelerated phase. Those who are beginner, they can just take much use of that. Those who are like a pros, by pro I mean that those who are in their revision phase, or those who want to give their exam earlier, so you can just revise more. We cannot give task like 1 week before. The reason for that is that we are going to take daily, like we have been running this platform since 2 years, we know everything, right? So previously we would share like entire weekly schedule, and the problem with that was that most of the students were they weren't engaging in the classes, they weren't just taking the Discord sessions, and in the end they were just saying that we did wrong, right? So here is the plan for you guys. Just trust your mentors, trust the process, and just follow it. If you want to go, if you're just willing that I should revise some other topics, just don't focus on that. Focus on the revision. Do revision with your students. Do revision in the Discord. That will just help you a lot, right? It's all about like 90 days, right? After 90 days, you're going to be 100% prepared for your exam. Is that clear? So we cannot share it in like 1 week before, because students get confused, and most of the students just they started self-studying, in the end they're again like lost. Is that clear? Because like it's not only about giving taking classes. You guys already know we have a research program, right? So with step one, we aren't only going to do research, do step one study. We are also going to engage you guys in research. Like currently one of our program is started. We are performing a research on meta-analysis. Is there going to be a task for tomorrow? So tomorrow we are going to take class. After the class, we share the task, right? Whatever is covered in the class, we are then going to share the task. You guys then have to review it, right? Before the class, we won't be sharing any task.
But doctor, we asked for it before the class because, as you said, in this lectures, many are from different ranges. Some are beginners, some are pros, some are like graduates. So when you discuss in the class, some of us are kind of like, blindsided, and it's we feel like a bit, we feel very bit difficult to catch up. We feel a bit more demotivated because many people know much more than, like, as I'm talking about myself, I'm a beginner, and I'm also alongside I'm going my classes as well. So if we share the schedule a bit earlier, I might be able to maybe prepare a bit in advance so that I can be a bit somewhere nearby my other fellow classmates. That was the reason I asked for the schedule earlier.
Okay, let me just tell you. That's a good question. So tomorrow we are going to have class with Dr. Moaz only, right? Dr. Moaz is going to discuss things. We are going to share the task. You have to review the task. Day after tomorrow, Dr. Mahin is going to conduct session for your U world, right? So you're like, after Dr. Moaz session, you are going to revise everything. You are going to revise your U world, and the U world is going to be the main thing where you guys are going to do discussion, right? With Dr. Mahin. Is that clear?
So we are not having all the 3 sessions together in a single day?
Look, tomorrow we are going to have session with Dr. Moaz first. Once he cover topics, you guys are going, we'll just share the task. After the task, you have to go through your first aid, whatever we have given you in the task, your U world, everything. Tomorrow, like day after tomorrow, Dr. Mahin is going to discuss the previous task, not the next task. MCQs, U world MCQs.
Okay.
Is that clear?
Yeah, okay.
Yes. Anyone else? Yes, Dr. Adonia. Yes, Dr. Sumera, Dr. Adonia, you guys can just turn on your mic.
So I was gonna ask about, you were just mentioning about the UWorld virtual class, can you go over that again?
Okay. So basically those students who do not have their subscription, their official subscription, right? So they like, you can buy it by your own, no problem, right? But for the virtual class, like since we cannot transition because most of the students have their subscription and most of the students do not have, So like if all of the students wouldn't be having a subscription, then we would be taking that in consideration with the UWorld virtual library, right? But for now, you guys can just buy your own UWorld subscription. We'll just talk to UWorld. If they give us a discount code, we'll just give you the discount code and you can just buy your UWorld. And for now, like we aren't planning to take classes in the library, virtual library, okay?
Oh, so the virtual library is not happening right now.
No, it isn't happening right now because I'm seeing most of the students aren't planning to take their that buy their subscription, so it will just take some time because in order to have access to that UWorld library, we need a bulk of students to buy the UWorld at a single time, and I think it's
Okay.
quite now.
Okay.
Okay, anyone else?
Dr. Ahmed, for the Discord, are y'all gonna have like a session like teaching us like how to use it, the Discord server?
Yes. So tomorrow, as you guys just joined the Discord, there I'll be just telling you how to use Discord. That's simple. I'll be just sharing your link. Just download Discord on your whatever you're using. If it's your iPad, just download it. If you guys are using a MacBook, just download it. After in tomorrow's session, you guys have to join the Discord, and I'll be just giving you an orientation how to use Discord server. Right?
Thank you.
Okay. We'll also be having an orientation on Ankis as well, how to use Ankis. So right after the first system, after first week, once we're done with some of the content, we'll be also practicing Ankis along with that as well. So you guys must be updated. The reason I'm emphasizing to take daily sessions because there are a lot of things. It's not only about step one, right? So I'll be giving you orientation, how to use different resources. Ankis are very important for space repetition. We will be having an entire orientation on that, and the Ankis which we'll be using are quite different. They aren't like the pre-made decks. We are going to integrate UWorld with Ankis. Yes.
Could all those sessions be recorded because I work a lot of days, so I'm not able to attend the live lectures. So if everything, even when you're showing like how to do the Anki, everything, if those sessions could be recorded so that I could do it like after.
Each and every session is going to be recorded except Discord. You don't have to be worried about that. Okay. Anyone else? Do you guys have any questions? Hello? Okay, so I think it was all for today, and just wait for the notification. Tomorrow we are going to have class with Dr. Moaz. After that, we'll be sharing the schedule, and you guys are into the marathon. And I'm just looking forward for you guys to have a great success on your US journey, not only about step one. And soon, after you just take classes for a certain period of time, we'll also be starting a research work. Okay, so you must be having at least 3 publications once you're just applying for your MAGE, and we'll be doing a meta-analysis research, which is like a top-notch research, right? So it takes at least 6 months. So you should be considering that as well. So we have, aligned doing meta-analysis along with our daily sessions. That was all for today. What about those who do not have any researches? Yes, basically the research program is for those who do not have researches. So we are going to start from beginning, right, from zero until your publication. Like it's not only going to be classes. We are going to conduct classes that this is research. Not, we will be doing a live research till the end of your publication, right? Till end of your publication, we are going to have, we are going to be at your back. So we'll be teaching you what is research, how to select a topic, how to perform. So we'll be making group of 10, and the tasks are going to be divided on those students, and they have to, okay, is publication counted only paper abstract ones? Okay, so we are going to have an entire orientation session on the research, but this was like mainly orientation for your 120 days marathon, right? So don't be worried, just stay updated. Thank you so much. It was all for today, and see you guys in tomorrow's session. Have a nice day.
Thank you so much, Doctor.
You're welcome.
Sorry about that. How are you today?
Are you mad? Are you mad?